All right. Sunday YouTube with bad news, as usual. I have a new audio recording device, so hopefully this sounds better. Somebody told me that my audio sounds like shit, so I spent some money and bought a microphone. And now I might have to return it after RVMD. Look, what's to say? I literally just did a YouTube last week about how I made terrible mistakes with SWTX and then previously CYTK and SGN, and now RVMT is added to the lists of biotech mid cap, mid larger cap, uh, uh, advanced or not advanced M&A articles that don't work. In fact, I swore it off after SWTX, and then I did it again with RVMD. Whatever, it's bad. So, what does it mean, and what do I think is going to happen? So, I think it's dead. I don't think there's any way to spin this. The sequence of events is that there's no active talks with any pharmaceutical company right now. Now, that doesn't mean in a matter of weeks or months something doesn't play out, but for now, it's dead. I would be shocked if we have another article in the next 24 or 48 hours that says, AbbVie's back to wanting to buy them. All I'll say is this. So the stock was like high 70s, 80 before the AbbVie article, which was advanced. Okay. And then within 2 hours of the AbbVie article hitting, AbbVie said they're not in discussions. And then I think within 24 hours of that, we got that Merck was in discussions with a price range of 28 to 32. So it's obviously almost impossible to figure out how this played out. But I can assure you that Merck didn't decide to come into discussions in those 24 hours and get to that price range and thinking they'd have a deal signed within a few weeks. I don't think that they were a white knight that came in after AbbVie walked. And for AbbVie to be advanced makes me think that AbbVie had price. So as I've said many times on here, that it was a very weird sequence of events. The fact that they gave away the bird in the hand for a very big price from Merck, and now they have nothing. Obviously, it's too soon for another how I fucked up video, but man, did I fuck this one up. Because, Merck was never advanced, which I just talked about in my video last week. And I didn't really understand why they would not sign with AbbVie unless Merck was willing to sign within 72 hours or something. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Where does it trade? What will I do? My guess is it trades in the mid to upper 80s. It could be as low as the lower 80s, but I would think the mid to upper 80s. And the way I look at that is we know there were two major pharmaceutical companies willing to pay a big premium to where it will then be trading. And they didn't walk because they had reservations over the drug. They walked over price. So you'll always have that background of that. One, this solidifies that strategic thinks that this is a very valuable asset. And then two, you're just going to have the stock be sought after for the fact that now it's known that it's a sought after asset by strategic. I don't know what I'll do. It's not in my nature to be holding this for data, which is they have data coming in the first half of this year. I assume it's second quarter. I might hold it for the week to see if another article comes out. But it's a fail. I mean, there's no question about it. I made some money on it coming into this. I'll lose multiples more than I made coming into today or to tomorrow. It's not going to be some sort of, tomorrow I might lose 900 basis points on it. I think I was up 300 basis points on it. So net I'll lose 600 basis points on it. With SWTX, I think I lost like 2,000 basis points. I'm not trying to justify this, but that was way worse. So I think that's it. I thought I would do a video, just tell you what I think, whether I think there's any kind of optimism here, and I don't really see it. The best I can come up with is that you might have somebody come back, given the fact that they will be under pressure, I would think, to try to find a buyer. I'm shocked that this broke over price. I mean, they actually said that in the article. I don't know how you can bridge 28 to 32. It seems pretty bridgeable to me. Anyway, that's all. Hope everyone has a good evening. I hope we have some better news in the world over the next 24 hours, both in the portfolio and in mankind. Bye.